Hank really had much of a drink at all. I took October off, so sober October. So the entire month of October, then most of almost all of November, and saved it all up for last night. Times though, very good times. So what do we have? This is be a standard c-bet spot, but we've got two people, so I think he's got position right now. So the value that is generally an ace high bet. Um, I wouldn't be surprised if both of them had aces here. He didn't raise, so there's no twos. There could be, if he checks, that's kind of a give up. But I'm just thinking out loud here. So he did check. Okay, so that kind of filter, and then bet. Yeah, I guess he probably had a draw then. So you just always want to remember that the bet is a lot of times bets are going to be polarized. We've got blind versus blind. So blind versus blind here is very wide ranges. So that means you're going to be calling more liberally. There's going to be more bluffs, just natural bluffs in people's ranges. So you can go down farther in your range with calls. Obviously situationally dependent, but position does make a big difference. Now this guy's out there. You're firing already. And let's see here.
Fold.
So we got a king 5 of diamonds. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to raise that. So this is just going to be a call. So I pick up a draw. Now this is generally going to be my board. I could bet here, but I'm not. I'm going to check. I'm going to check raise this. I can check call or check raise against this size. I'm going to just check call. Now really, really low board. Again, right now, probably a good idea to bet. If I'm going to bet, we're probably going to be looking, let's see, fairly large. Yeah, let's go fairly large.
Bet. Fold.
Picked up some fold equity, obviously, and I didn't have a 4 there, so
Fold.
that 3 did nothing for me.
Fold. Raise.
Again,
Fold.
I mean, that was kind of my board, right? So I guess the brain is working a little bit right now. Remains yet to be seen, right? Right. So plus there's nobody on the stream right now anyway, so it's okay. But a lot of these low boards like this, I mean, people take liberties with, I mean, how many hands with a 10 plus, a 9 plus does this, I mean, do they have, I mean, just an insane amount, right?
Fold.
So if that's the case,
Fold.
I mean, doing something like I did is not out of line. The B150 as a bluff, I think it's quite all right.
Raise.
I mean, I pick up the 4 there. I mean, let's say it just calls me with ace
Call.
king, calls me with a pair of queens. I
Fold.
mean, that 4 comes down. It's gonna put him in a spot. It's gonna really put him in a spot.
Bet.
If I overbluff a game, I overbet a game. I mean, let's say I go
Call.
all in. That is gonna be tough for most people to call. I think that gets through um, a very high percentage
Check.
of the time.
Bet.
How do I look? I think I
Fold.
look. I look severely hungover, right?
Fold.
Mm.
Raise. Call.
Yeah, I don't look that great. That's okay. It's not like I
Raise.
look that great on my best days. Okay, so Dick is doing a little squeezy. I think some
Fold.
people hear the word squeeze and they just end up overdoing it. So that'll show up in the stats.
Fold. Fold.
I think a rhyme or reason, a method
Fold.
in terms of just a call here.
Call.
Just gonna call. Yeah, see, I
Bet.
picked up some equity. I've got potentially, let's see, this could be 50-50. Raise. Okay, so let's do a 3.5x raise. Just a small one.
Raise.
Just a small one. Pick up some equity on the turn.
Call.
There
Check.
is definitely some bold equity I pick up here. So I can check it down. Let's see, 30%. And then otherwise, I'm going to bet. If I'm going to bet, I am going to bet big
Bet.
with a flush.
Fold.
Lovely flush. Lovely flush.
Fold.
So, yeah, a little bit of a
Fold.
blocker there, obviously.
Raise.
He didn't have the ace, but
Fold.
had me blocker.
Call.
Eh, tough for him to make that
Check.
call.
Bet. Fold.
Dick's on 3 betting at
Raise.
9%. So against under the gun, a 6. Oh no, that's a 5-4. I mean, am I calling? Yeah, I'm gonna call. Let me just call
Call.
this one. Okay.
Fold.
We've got different frequencies. Okay, so yeah, that was
Bet.
very, 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 very nice. Okay, so this is going to be a raise. Let's see. Yeah, this is going to be a raise. 4, 12, that would be 3, 13. Yeah, maybe 14. Yeah, let's go
Raise.
14. I mean, what are you doing that?
Call. Check.
So, this could give me a little bit of pause. He checked down, so he might be not happy with
Check.
that. Let's go down. Okay,
Bet.
so 7, 8. Unless he has a 9, I'm just gonna make a call
Call.
here and just see what happens. I mean, he's got a 9, so yeah. Okay, I let him get there. Um,
Fold.
and
Fold.
what do you call it? Sucked
Raise.
up, whatever you want to call it. I mean, maybe I should have been a little bit more
Raise.
aggressive and not let him get there,
Fold.
but
Fold.
that's okay. I mean, he just happened to hit his
Fold.
card. I mean, I
Fold.
had him.
Fold. 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 Fold.
So yeah, happened to hit his card.
Fold.
Bet.
Fold.
Oh, maybe
Fold.
that last I should have given up on the
Raise.
bottom end of that straight
Call.
after the 5 comes.
Fold.
9, he's value betting with a 9.
Bet.
That was a really quick one.
Call.
A really quick one. Yeah. Perhaps I should have let that go. What was the
Bet.
bet here? But can I let a straight go? I mean, guess he could have 2 pair. Is he betting with 2 pair? Let me just see the bet. The bet was 20 into 34, so that was uh yeah.
Fold. Fold.
So the top end,
Call.
ace 9. Good chance he
Check.
doesn't call my raise because he's out of position.
Check.
So I wouldn't say that was a mistake at all. Um, I mean, sometimes I'll be calling that
Check.
with the 5-4. Sometimes I will be, but I mean, when you hit the straight off,
Bet.
um,
Fold.
and I think checking a straight is not that bad. You know, checking it down and then a big bet on the river. It just that was
Fold.
really the worst card in the deck for me was that
Raise.
5. And
Fold.
so it wasn't, am I good against him betting?
Call.
Am I good? How often am I good?
Check.
Probably not that often, right? With second pair, yeah, I'm just gonna bet
Bet.
a little bit. This is big blind here.
Raise.
He might decide to raise. What is he gonna raise me with? 9, 10, Jack, Queen. So he may have a flush draw already. Uh, I've got second pair, so I'm gonna
Call.
call this down, see what happens on the turn. I might be severely behind already, so if he bets again,
Bet.
gonna have to fold.
Fold.
Yeah. Probably was a fold
Fold.
anyway.
Fold.
Um, Probably was a fold anyway.
Call.
So, not the best start so far, but oh well.
Bet.
No biggie. Let's see here. That's cards, right?
Raise.
Them's cards.
Call.
So value raise. Does
Check.
he raise the flush
Check.
right away? I mean, a lot of people get trappy and they're like, I've got the nuts. So he might not have necessarily had the nuts. It might have been a little bit of trying to deny maybe with top pair.
Fold.
You know, maybe he had like what's he gonna call with? Some people raise with king
Raise.
queen. He might raise with king queen. He might call with king queen. He might have queen jack or something like that.
Fold. Fold.
With the
Fold.
queen of yeah, like queen jack,
Fold.
and been raising as a protection, but might have had a
Fold. Fold.
like jack of clubs or something like
Raise.
that in his hands. And if that was the case, then yeah, that would be a good raise candidate. And then what came on the turn?
Fold.
What came on the turn? Six comes on the turn, so that's essentially, for all intents and purposes, a brick. So, yeah, that was a big bet. Are you going to do that? Maybe he already did flush out. I mean, he's got a bunch of flushes in his range.
Fold. Fold.
Mm,
Raise. Fold. Call. Check.
Okay, so this is a hand that I can bet or check with a high frequency. This ends up being a bet for this time.
Bet.
It's that kind of a bet.
Call.
All right.
Check.
So I have a straight. All right. So probably best
Check.
just to check this down. If I get bet
Bet.
upon, I will probably not. 9 into 13. I mean, such a quick bet. But I can't fold this flush, really. I cannot fold
Call.
this flush. Yeah. Sorry, straight. I can't fold that straight.
Fold. Fold. Fold.
I mean,
Raise.
flushes are not super common, right? So that type of hand,
Raise.
I mean, six. Yeah, should I even? Let's see here. Ace seven. Yeah,
Fold.
yeah. He's not crazy.
Fold. Fold.
Let's see here. Hmm. He actually is decently wide. How many hands? 313.
Fold.
Yeah, maybe that does lean me towards a
Raise.
raise. Okay. Time will tell. I mean, 313 is a pretty small sample size, right? So, hello to anyone who is streaming on the stream. Hopefully, you are having a good day. So he bet,
Call.
thought it was a value bet. Uh,
Check.
Same size as last time. So there's this value bet category standard. A lot of people will go standard and they'll go kind of like a,
Check.
3/4 type of thing as a value bet. So yeah. And he
Bet.
probably thought that I didn't have anything because I checked the turn. Um, you have to remember straights are more common than flushes, right? So
Fold.
unlikely that he has a flush. Two pair, that was a very sensible hand. Should he have value bet
Fold.
with two pair?
Fold.
I did check the
Fold. Fold.
turn
Fold.
with that kind of a board. I mean, if he's going to,
Fold. Fold.
he's going to be saying, I have flush, then, what the hell?
Raise.
Then he's probably going to have to bet bigger,
Raise.
right? All right, Dick, let's
Fold.
go to work. Nope. Let's go to battle.
Fold. Fold.
Oh, these low pocket
Raise.
pairs. See what the low pocket
Call.
pairs have to say. This guy called. Okay, so
Check.
fours here. I don't have to bet right now, but again, that will be another
Bet.
bet at high percentage.
Fold.
And again, a lot of people are under the
Raise.
assumption that I don't even think a lot of people
Fold.
think about this, but are you, am I, for example, a range
Fold.
better? Somebody who bets everything,
Fold.
and that's not the case at
Fold.
all. So try to adhere to some form of
Fold.
frequencies rather than just be like,
Fold.
well, look at that. That's my board. I bet. I mean,
Raise.
you still might be betting at a high frequency,
Fold. Fold.
but you have some methodology
Fold.
and thought process behind it. You know, obviously
Raise.
makes a lot of sense. Um,
Fold.
and if you start betting everything, I mean, so many people do bet everything. And when then you have people betting everything, they're range betters,
Raise.
that means that there's a lot of air in their range.
Raise.
And that's an area that
Fold.
can be attacked,
Fold.
right?
Fold. Fold.
Oh, some
Raise.
interesting hands here. Lovely,
Fold.
lovely against Beamer.
Fold.
Beam.
Fold.
What did
Raise.
Beam win? Beam won $160. First out of 352. Very good, Beamer.
Fold. Fold. Fold.
Tournament,
Fold.
I've
Fold.
won. I had one big cash out in second place where I should have won, and then I had another one many, many years ago, more than a decade ago. Won a couple grand. I was pretty darn happy about that.
Call.
It ended up taking so long.
Raise.
I mean, at the
Fold.
end, it was pretty neat when this was on Stars, but they actually have
Fold. Fold.
the lights come out and all that kind of stuff.
Fold.
Ah, it was kind of cool,
Fold.
right? There's the final table, and you've
Raise.
got the lights all over the place, and it just elevates the experience a little bit, right?
Fold.
Yeah, and then when you start eliminating people on the final table,
Fold.
pretty cool as
Fold.
well. Then you get down to the
Call.
final
Check.
two, and I mean, sometimes that's just a drag. It takes a long time. A
Check.
lot of people end up being, getting closer and closer to the
Check.
big payout. Now you've hit the bubble, but then you get closer and closer to the big payout. A lot of people start tightening up, and that's not necessarily what you want to
Check.
do. Right? You just go with the odds, go with the percentages
Check.
as much as possible, and try to eliminate that.
Check.
Tightening your sphincter. What do we got here? Tens and fives, king kicker.
Fold.
That would be a very, very
Raise.
dry texture.
Fold. Call.
Do, 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 do.
Check. Check.
Oh, are we dealing with all
Check.
regs here? I'm just thinking back.
Check.
Should I have checked that?
Check.
There's more filtering going on. Should I have checked that five? I should have folded that
Bet.
5-4.
Call.
He's sticking around for a reason, right? Big pocket pair. That could have
Fold.
raised.
Fold. Fold. Call.
Yeah, could have
Raise.
stuck around.
Fold.
Now, I guess another
Fold.
option that I could have done
Fold.
on the turn there was an overbet with a made hand. The thing is that there was a flush out there that was, which did make me hesitate. I mean,
Raise.
if he calls, then I would be dead in the
Fold.
water, right? Queen
Raise.
9. I don't know. Do I raise the button with Queen 9? Yeah,
Fold.
be fun, but
Fold.
Mhm.
Raise. Call.
All right, we got a nice call.
Check.
Ace 5 is a decent hand to bet. I could easily just check that down. Let's do that this time.
Check.
Okay, definitely pick up some
Check.
equity. Is he going to stab? Um, and take a bet. So if he has a
Check.
blue card, oh,
Check.
all right. So yeah,
Bet. Fold.
if he has a blue card, then I mean, he's gonna call me, right? Even one.
Fold.
Yeah, you don't
Raise.
want to just start funneling things. There's a lot of stuff that he could have. He's checking, right?
Called.
So, what's his calling range? I mean, just keep thinking that obviously lops off the premiums. There's a bunch of his range that he's not going to three bet me with. I'm only effectively in the cutoff here,
Fold.
right? So I picked up a whole bunch of equity. I could check. I could check raise. Let's go one third, one third, one third. Okay, so check, bet, check, raise. That would be check.
Check.
Okay, check off.
Bet.
Mm-mm-mm.
Call.
Mhm. Okay. Now, so that was pretty good. He bet, let me see, check or bet or check raise. So that would be check
Check.
again.
Bet.
It's a call.
Call.
Yeah, got this. So this is either a check or maybe it's an all in. Yeah, let's go all in, see what happens.
All in.
Let's go all in with a bluff. Thinking about it, thinking about it, thinking about it, thinking about it, thinking about it. What should I do? What should I do? There's an inflection point right here. What is he going to do? Oh, he's taking 10 more seconds. All right, so he doesn't have a nuts. Good chance there's a 10 there. Something like that. He's taking 10 more seconds. This would be a good call. This would be a good call. Oh, 10 more seconds. This is awesome.
Call.
Great call. Great call. With eights. Nice call. Nice call. Love that.
Fold.
Nice call. Great call. That was a good one.
Bet. Fold.
That was a good one. Eights.
Fold.
Lovely. That was a fun hand. That was an exciting hand, I'll tell you. Wow. That's what we want. Anybody that watches this, if anybody ever like
raise, fold,
1, 2 viewers, 10 viewers that actually watches this, that's what you want to watch
fold,
it for. I mean, let me just see what did I do there. I checked again. I mean, maybe that skewed things, but
all
that was a
in,
big decision. I mean, let's just see that game. That was awesome. That was exciting. Okay, so he bet 8 to get on me. Oh no, the Queen 7 hand. That wasn't a Queen 7 hand. That was
fold,
a Queen 9? Yeah, Queen 9. Okay. So I bet. Oh, he bet on the turn
fold,
as well. That's interesting that he bet on the turn with 8s. So bet call, bet call. I mean, I took a pretty aggressive line there. Um,
fold, fold,
that's a good call with 8s, I'll tell you.
fold,
That's a good call with 8s. And maybe better sizing would have been, maybe a better sizing would have
fold,
been just a
call,
large sizing.
check, check,
I might bet middle pair. Do I call that down? Oh my goodness, what do I do? The third pair? Yeah, I'll bet third pair. What the hell?
bet, fold,
You're obviously not going to do that every time. I mean, frequency wise, but
call,
well, that pushes him away
check,
from, and I mean, he bet,
bet,
check, bet,
fold,
call, check, bet, call, um, then all in, right? Is it a
fold,
bluffy line?
fold,
I mean,
fold,
Ace 4, would Ace 4 do that?
fold,
Yeah, next time I have Ace 4, maybe I should do that. So he
fold,
polarized, I condensed, and then the 4 comes. Would have been better to
fold,
just check raise. What am I
fold,
effectively in the hijack here? I am in the hijack here. But hey, man,
fold,
you got to give kudos where kudos is due. So
fold, fold,
obviously, I don't have 10-4. Ace 4 would call, check call, check
fold,
call. And yeah, I guess it did look super bluffy. Um, but he really had to think
fold,
about it. Just for a lot of his chips, right? Well, for the whole enchilada. So,
raise,
let's see here.
call,
Against the
fold,
hijack, what should I do? This is just a nice
call,
little collie call.
check,
Check raise or call? That would be a call. Let's just call this one.
bet,
I can get funky. That's just a
fold,
call for sure.
call,
He's betting, so he might have an ace.
check, bet,
Draw the bluff. It's definitely a
fold,
fold. That would be a fold.
fold, fold, fold,
So
Fold.
trying to combine really interesting and fun and exciting spots with some drama and action, right?
Fold.
That's pretty much why I, I part of the reason why I did that, leaning more towards,
Raise.
hey, you know what? Let's provide some entertainment
Fold.
value as well. Hopefully, anybody that's watching that was kind of entertained by that. That was dramatic. That's
Fold.
poker right there, right? That was dramatic.
Call.
Okay, so ace king. Does ace king demand? Pretty sure ace
Check.
king does demand a bet here. And we're gonna go, yeah,
Bet.
it's a small bet.
Call.
Just a small bet.
Check.
It's not the best for my range. That would probably be, he's merged. They'll probably deserve a bigger bet, but I'll
Check.
check that.
Check.
8-7. So this is absolutely a value bet. I think it's a fairly large value bet. We're probably gonna go at least.
Bet.
Like
Fold.
ace jack, ace 10, ace, a whole bunch of stuff. He's got ace queen, then
Raise.
not good. But
Fold. Fold.
ace 10, ace jack, ace 10, ace 9, ace. There's a whole bunch of aces that call there.
Fold. Fold.
I mean, no real pocket pairs call. Sets will
Fold.
call.
Fold.
Um, Obviously, maybe raise. So, was that supposed to be a block bet with that run out? I don't think so. I don't think so. Such a good kicker.
Fold.
That I think I still. I think that hand deserved that. So we're getting some pretty fun stuff here on Sunday afternoon at 3:04 Eastern Time.
Raise. Raise.
I'm gonna call that raised after the raise.
Fold. Fold.
Seven.
Fold. Fold. Raise.
Whiskey, whiskey.
Raise.
Any
Fold. 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 Call. Check. Bet. Fold. Raise.
so a call
Fold.
and with no voicemail.
Fold. Fold. Bet.
Bet check bet
Fold.
line. Uh, that type of board that I had before. Talking about a hand a long time ago. Um, Yeah, and you know what? Rather than saying, I really, really want to get a
Fold.
call, um,
Fold.
what is this hand worth, right? Yeah,
Fold.
sure. He needs to be obviously higher up in his range
Raise.
relative
Fold.
to, relative to my hands and have more of a
Fold.
quote unquote made hand to make a call.
Fold.
But at the same time,
Fold.
when you do win,
Fold. Fold.
then
Fold.
you win more, right?
Raise.
So it's almost the reverse of making calls. So if you make a call, for example,
Raise. Called.
and again, just keep going through the math. All right, somebody bets half pot.
Call.
Again, that's one unit,
Fold.
which they're betting. What's in the pot right now? 2 units. That's 3 units. You're going to be placing in the fourth unit. 25%. So you need to win 1 in 4
Bet.
times just to break
Fold.
even. Remember that. So it's not all about
Fold.
that individual hand. Is he bluffing? Is it value? It's how many times out of
Fold.
4 they're bluffing versus value.
Raise. Fold.
And if they're bluffing more than 3 times out of 4, and not, I'm talking about percentages, right? So you could say 300 times out of
Fold.
400. I mean, um,
Fold.
they're bluffing more than 25% of the time.
Fold.
Then they're bluffing 30% of the time. I mean,
Fold.
you're making money,
Fold.
right? Just think about that math.
Raise. Call.
I think this is what a lot of people miss
Bet.
is they're very reluctant to make calls because they just want to save and conserve their
Call.
money. But if someone's over
Check.
bluffing, then I mean you're overfolding. So my head is not, I don't necessarily have a headache right now. I don't feel wonderful.
Raise.
Um, but hey, that's what happens when you have a party.
Raise.
Wasn't that a party? Versus, I don't think I'm gonna be. Nope.
Fold.
I
Fold.
don't think. I think maybe I'd be raising Jack 10. Yeah, probably raise Jack 10.
Raise.
Jack 10's not great, but maybe not the worst hand to
Fold.
call with there. Sometimes. Probably raise more often than not. Like raise maybe
Raise.
80 or 90% of the time, somewhere around there.
Fold.
Okay. Let's get some more people
Raise.
here.
Fold. 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 Raise. Fold.
Oh me, oh me, oh my, wasn't that a party?
Raise.
Wasn't that a party? Definitely was a party. A 7, probably. Let's see what I raised there.
Fold.
Yeah,
Fold.
that was correct. I
Raise.
believe that was correct.
Call.
Jack 10 is just a call. Top pair. Don't go with top pair. check with a jack.
Check.
A check call.
Call.
Top pair, top pair. So I would say I will donk out 25% of the time.
Check.
Just check. And we'll check call. Again.
Check.
So now, if we bet, are they gonna bet? Are they gonna bet? Are they going to bet check bets? So check or bet? We're gonna bet. We are going to bet.
Bet. Fold.
It takes forever for
Fold.
me because I'm like, okay, do I do this? Do I do that? There are no absolutes in poker.
Raise.
I think,
Fold.
what I'm talking about is sound. It's just
Call.
calibrating. It's all about that calibration. So if I'm calibrating the right way, then I'm still looking at frequencies.
Fold.
And if you're looking at frequencies and you're relatively unpredictable, maybe that was a block bet.
Fold.
Maybe that
Raise.
was a block
Fold.
bet.
Fold.
I mean,
Fold.
okay, so you
Fold.
check the turn, right?
Fold.
So probably was a one and done there.
Fold.
And you got to remember, if you block bet, if I would have
Raise.
block bet the river, so I just done like a
Call.
33, for example,
Fold.
then I may be inviting a raise from a very aggressive
Check.
player, somebody who can
Bet.
spot something like that. So you got to be thinking about that. But this guy doesn't really seem like that type of player. He seems like a more straightforward person. Like, I'm
Fold.
almost never going to call that.
Raise.
So straightforward, Craig. Yeah, we'll give that tag.
Fold.
Beams with that call. I've seen Beams make a big mistake. Well, we'll upgrade Beams
Call.
with that call.
Bet.
All right, we'll upgrade Beams.
Call. Check.
I don't even know
Bet.
if these people deserve green. That a lot of times that's where they start off, unless
Call.
they've got
Check. Check.
I mean, unless they got some weird stats or they've made some really weird dumb plays.
Fold. Fold. Call. Raise. Fold. Fold.
Now that my head has kind of started to clear,
Raise.
I haven't taken any Advil or any of that kind of stuff. Just,
Call.
you know what I need. This looks pretty interesting, but
All in.
I could use. Yeah, this is one of these guys. Ketone IQ.
Fold.
Interesting. Why'd you do that as a bluff?
Fold. Fold.
Likely not.
Raise. Raise. Call.
Bluff raise all in. Pretty ballsy.
Check. Bet.
Would I do that? I'd consider it.
Call. Check.
Or not.
All in. Call.
Full house. Need one card.
Fold.
Okay, the old queen 10.
Fold. Fold. Fold.
Old king queen.
Fold. Fold. Fold.
So,
Raise.
person, I don't think they've done much. They're just calling. Okay, 8, 10, 10. I do have 2 overs. I could do any of the 3. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that'll be a check raise.
Check. Check.
Damn. Well, this is gonna deserve. I could always just bring this down to the river, right? Easily. Such a wide open range and see. Okay, check, bet, check, raise. Check. It's a check.
Check.
I got a blocker there. I could. Let's just see. Though they're willing to bring that down. So the only thing I lose is to an ace. So I could bet this. Check call.
Check. Check.
Yep. See, I didn't really have to bet that. Some people just bet it. I mean, they're just like, oh, I'm just going to bet it. I got this. I'm going to bet. Right? You don't really have to. I think that's high up that. If he's going to make a bluff, he's going to make a stab with king 9.
Fold. Fold.
Obviously
Fold.
depends on how they're thinking types of, but you go with tendencies, wouldn't be the worst call. With capping of their ranges
Raise.
big time. I mean, they didn't decide to do anything. Yes, pretty sophisticated player that took the nuts all the way down there. And then had me bluff raise them or something like that.
Fold. Raise.
Check over bat. So value heavy.
Check.
Check over bet is so value heavy that you need to find bluffs when you check over bet yourself. So, because there are bluffs there, you just got to find them.
Bet.
And I don't always find them, but I am thinking about that.
Fold. Fold.
And you have to really, when you're playing poker, you have to not really care what other people are doing in terms of, I mean, you know, what their whole outlook to poker is, what they're going through. At the end of the day, it's just really, yes, there's a lot of factors that are going to come into it, come into play. But I mean, somebody raises you 5 times in a row could mean something. It might not mean. It might just mean they have great cards. And so they would have done that to
Raise.
anyone. Right? When you start getting into, oh, this person's picking on me, or they're
Fold.
doing this, they're projecting a lot of stuff, right?
Call. Fold.
So, is that a good board for me? Top two, am I gonna bet that? Not the worst board for me. So probably just be 33 bet, maybe 50% of the time. So I'll check
Check.
this right now. I'll check it, see what he
Check.
does. I do have the ace. So I could take this down to the river, which is likely. Let's go 50-50 again. So check bet. No, that's a bet. So this will be a delayed C bet
Bet.
and delayed C bet. Let's
Fold.
see what happens here. So you get the fold against Beamsty. Beamer, who just stacked me. He stacked me nicely.
Fold.
Hero call.
Raise.
So I absolutely need to get this,
Fold.
give this person my props. Big time props. Is this guy a cutoff? I'm gonna call that.
Call.
And I can check raise middle pair. I mean, it's right in the middle of my range, right? How many kings does he have? So I'm definitely
Check.
going to check this, but should I raise?
Check.
Only a very small percentage of the time. Now that just upgraded my hand. So I can check. I'm going to see if he is going to play straight up. I can take it to the river or so 50-50 here. I'm going to be 75. Yeah, there.
Bet.
I'm going to be 75.
Call.
And so, do I check call? Do I block? He called. He could have a lot of stuff here. So let's just see. Now this would be an interesting call. If he
Check.
B75s,
Check.
be an interesting call. Sevens. Sevens. Okay. 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 Thought I was bluffing again.
Raise. Fold. 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 Fold.
Beamsy.
Raise.
Let's have a little communication with
Fold.
some people sometimes.
Fold.
I mean, at the end of the day, like,
Call.
I think there might be some not the best board for me. So I can check, I can bet. I mean, I've got
Check.
I can check, I can bet. This is probably with this card, it's probably a decently, I don't know, let's go 60% of the time. So I'll
Check.
just check that down. So he capped.
Check.
I can probably still make a call. I can probably just bring this down. I am going to check that down as well.
Check. Bet.
And one bet. What is he one betting me with here? Do I raise that? Probably not. Yeah, let's just call and just see
Call.
what happens. Yep. So why did you bet me like one? That's interesting. I mean,
Fold.
so you got an extra that's really
Fold.
interesting. I mean,
Fold.
I guess a little bit, but maybe more of a block bet. Uh, yeah, that's like okay. I just want to milk this guy for one more, which is fine. Here, take my extra dollar.
Fold.
That's a really strange, kind of a strange way to play, though.
Raise.
Uh, yeah, I'm just gonna call
Call.
that the gutter.
Bet.
Raise that. Could raise, bluff raise. I'm gonna bluff raise maybe 40% of the time,
Call.
just a call.
Check.
Okay, so that wide. I'm gonna bet this probably only a small amount of time. Most likely, I'm just gonna
Check.
check it.
Bet. Fold.
Bet, check,
Fold.
bet, bet, check,
Raise.
bet, small.
Fold.
I didn't really even have a bluff catcher. That's the only problem. So,
Fold.
raise?
Fold.
Guess raise is an option there. Yeah, raise is an option. Maybe I should have just tried it.
Fold. Fold. Raise. Fold.
You could ace king, you just kind of go, I hope I get raised, or I hope I can play this pot because it's so much fun.
Fold.
Let's play
Raise.
some queen 10 here.
Fold. Fold.
Let's play some queen 10.
Raise.
We can't play our queen
Call.
10. So raise, call.
Bet. Call. Check. Check.
Bet, check,
Check.
check,
Bet.
bet, fold.
Fold. Fold. Raise.
Anybody who's
Fold.
watching this is, I think you're getting a treat to some pretty decent poker here. Like, this is fun.
Fold.
And some
Fold.
good decisions.
Raise.
Okay analysis, even though, like I said, we parted like it was 1999 last night.
Fold.
And man,
Fold.
like age 56, you're like, oh my God, if I stay out to 11. But again, it's the alcohol consumption. I was drinking whiskey.
Raise.
So I had a few whiskeys, probably three. Somebody spilled one of them, so I think I had three in total, actually. And that whiskey did its job. You know what?
Raise.
I got this Gretzky maple cask, and it was tasty. Very good. First one I made was like just a little bit, and then the second one just poured too much in, and you could just taste it. Whoa! It's like one of those
Raise.
whoa. And then the third one, I was just sipping on. I didn't think I finished it.
Fold.
But
Fold.
yes, it was
Fold.
good. But then, we're supposed to be having a lumberjack party. And when you're having a lumberjack party and it's all Canadian, we played all Canadian music, which was just so much fun.
Fold. Raise.
So we're having so
Call.
to purchase the Wayne Gretzky was not, maybe not. Now, what do I got here as a call? This is mine. I could bet this, check or bet. Yeah, probably bet 50% of the time. I'm just gonna check. I could check raise.
Check.
Now this is definitely a bet. So is this hand worth that much? Delayed. Let's go
Bet.
there.
Call.
Fair. Full house. Okay, what has he got? So this actually, I can check raise. Hopefully he has a flush. Let me just see. Either check raise or bet. This is a bet. So this is going to be I don't know. Let's go all in and hopefully he's got a flush.
All in. Fold.
Fold. Good fold, pal.
Raise. Fold. Call.
Good fold.
Bet.
Hoping you had a flush. And close to the nut flush.
Call.
I didn't even realize at the time that star 1000
Check.
had no chips. 32 chips.
Bet. Call. Check.
That would have been a fun check raise too. I don't know, maybe I'm rolling too much.
Bet.
To figure that
Call.
stuff out. Straight.
Fold. Fold.
What was the line here? Okay, regular flop. Bet call with Reamsy bet. So call, bet, half pot, and then bet 3/4 pot with the nuts. So fast play strategy. Not too many bluffs from Beamsy.
Bet.
No. Beamsy is not finding a lot of bluffs.
Fold. Fold. Raise.
Star 1000 is doing. Just wants to play. Just wants to play. Okay. I have a tendency to just want to punish people who limp.
Call.
I think logically
Check.
it's a good strategy. So
Check.
I mean, if you do it every single
Bet.
hand, then you're kind of getting out of control. But
Fold.
maybe
Fold.
not, because a lot of people are just like, I mean, they just okay. Now they've got to shift gears,
Fold.
and
Raise.
when you have to shift gears,
Fold.
then
Fold. Call. Check. Check.
when you have to shift gears,
Check.
um, then it
Bet.
just brings you into an entire different realm of
Fold.
stack sizes and betting and all that kind of stuff, right? You still have the
Fold.
basics, but then you just have to you're
Fold.
just kind of shifting the basics. Does that even make sense? Might not make sense. Just how this brain.
Raise. Fold.
So this guy's only a
Call.
14 VPIP. So
Check.
I mean, against Val, I'm pretty high up. I got a lot of equity. Let me see. Yes, let's go 70% frequency here.
Bet.
I'm not gonna lose to
Raise.
Ace King, so I got no Ace King there.
Call.
Okay, so
Check.
possible there's a flush draw there. Would they check the flush draw? Can I bet here, or do I just take it down to the house?
Check.
I'm gonna check and then check
Bet.
call. That is that I got a blocker. Okay, so my blocker is gonna decide my call. Only one pair. I should probably just fold. Yep. Probably just fold.
Fold.
Hmm. Yeah. It's a pretty scary board
Raise.
because I mean, yeah, I did have a
Fold.
blocker. I mean, what do we got here? Flush turn. I'm gonna flush. That was a flush turn, right? Hmm. It's weakness. But what else do they have? I mean, 6, 7, 5, 4. I guess it's a possibility. Um, I might be stretching there. Could have easily have a weaker
Fold.
king.
Raise.
I mean, why are they
Fold.
betting so much into? That seems like a two pair.
Raise.
I don't know. Maybe there's like a two pair, like a king 6 or king
Fold.
7 suited. Um, hmm. Am I struggling to find hands? There. Was that a good fold?
Raise. Fold.
3/4
Fold.
on the river, and they
Call.
raised me. Could have easily raised me with a
Check.
flush draw. That's right, I got raised there. Polarized,
Check.
then rebet big. Yeah,
Bet.
that might have been a good fold. Might have been a good fold. Hmm.
Fold. Fold.
See,
Call.
Val doesn't seem like they are
Check.
super aggressive, so
Check.
I might have been value E.
Check. Bet. Fold. 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 Fold.
Party was in the backyard yesterday. So that was lots of fun. We're newly
Raise.
done, newly
Fold.
not 100% done, but
Fold.
enough so that people appreciated it. Backyard. It was kind of cool.
Call. Check. Check.
Am I messing with
Bet.
frequencies too much? That's the thought in my head right now.
Call. Check. Bet. Fold. Fold. Raise. Raise. Fold. 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 Raise. Call. Fold. Check. 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 Bet. Call. Check. Check. Fold. Fold. Raise. Call. Fold. Bet. Call. Check. Check.
Check raise. Sure, check raise.
Check. Check. Fold. Fold. Fold.
I was gonna check raise, but didn't happen.
Raise.
I
Raise.
can't remember what these points of 154.5, what that actually
Fold.
equates to in terms of cash.
Fold.
But who knows?
Fold.
I think it was telling me something. There's a reward of like $84 or something like that. Who knows? How long do I have to
Raise.
play? They get paid at the end of the month or
Call.
something? I have no idea.
Fold.
Break back.
Check. Fold. Fold. Fold.
Against the
Fold.
hijack. That is a pure
Call.
call, probably. Okay, so I mean Veemsty.
Check. Bet.
Such a small bet. I do have a heart draw.
Fold.
Fold now, fold later. It's
Fold.
okay. Either way.
Raise. Raise.
Got another
Fold.
raise here. So what should I do with jacks? What should I do with jacks if I get a raise? What is this guy? Cut off? Fold.
Fold.
I'm folding jacks. Huh. Yeah. Hmm.
Fold. Call.
Okay. Not the worst. The thing is that jacks in the calling range is that versus that. Uh,
Check.
yeah, I guess that
Bet. Fold.
could be a danger zone there. So maybe
Fold.
folding is not the
Fold.
worst thing. Raising is probably
Fold.
better.
Raise.
If I'm gonna raise, I would be raising
Call.
to what? 20?
Bet.
And then seeing what happens. And you have
Raise.
to play this
Fold.
out. Definitely fun to play. But at the same time, you're not happy, right?
Fold. Raise. Call. Check. 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 Fold. Fold. Raise.
Check that all the way down. Check the king 3 all the way down. Hmm. Hmm.
Raise. Call. Check. Check.
That's actually a good hand. So this would be a, let's go check raise.
Check. Check.
Let's go check raise for the hell of it. Maybe they hit the king. B75. No, B150.
Bet.
Thinking, thinking,
Call.
thinking. Yeah, so they get the king. So that's what protecting your checking range does
Fold.
sometimes.
Raise.
And
Fold.
a lot of people would just bet that. Bet.
Raise.
Um, good chance they would have bet. I could have checked raise there. I mean, there's a lot of possibilities there to win in his hand, but if I would have raised, then
Call.
unlikely that they would have called.
check,
So same amount of money, they would probably bet if that pair probably would have bet. They might have bet.
check,
They probably would have bet at
check,
B75. So I think
check,
I maximized my EV
check,
on that hand.
fold, fold, raise, fold, raise, call, bet, call, bet, fold, call, fold, check, bet,
Straddles. We play a lot of straddle in live cards.
bet, call,
Straddles are fun.
check,
Takes a little
check,
bit to kind of get used to it. It's just a slightly bigger game, but I mean, it's a lot of fun.
fold, fold, bet, fold,
Yellow means up and coming superstar.
fold, fold, raise, fold, 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 call, bet, call, bet, call, bet,
Hmm. Bet, hot against Flushy. Bet, hot. Bet. Yeah, hot. Decent amount of bluffs over there. I gotta be right 1/3 of the time. I'm
call,
gonna call this one.
fold, raise, fold,
Was that a fold? Bet pot. Okay.
Raise.
So the bet line. Yeah. Especially in, yeah, pot line and
Fold.
bigger. Okay. So yes, that call made sense. Everything, I just had a
Call.
bluff catcher there,
Call.
and
Check.
even
Check.
bigger. I call. I should call. All in. Maybe I should call.
Check. Bet.
But you just think about the lines.
Raise.
Bet, bet, bet. I mean, could have a busted flush along with me.
Fold.
I don't have the ace. So I just have to, even with the one king, I mean, that was effectively, that was
Fold.
top pair, right?
Fold.
Is that effectively top pair? Yep. So hit the 8 second pair and then king top pair. Hmm.
Raise. Fold.
I think I lose that hand a decent amount of the time, but I mean, that was a
Fold.
single, that
Fold.
was just a pot bet. That's like big
Fold.
enough to go way, small enough so that I don't lose a ton if
Raise.
called, and I don't have a flush. What kind of tells me.
Raise.
Mm-hmm.
Fold. 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 Fold.
Next time in that situation, I could very easily,
Raise.
and maybe not, maybe just check down the
Fold.
talk about my ace, my big blind versus button scenario there, where I hit
Call.
top pair. It's an ace nine, right?
Bet.
So
Call.
I could
Check.
donk. I think there is a donking range there, which is probably just a
Bet.
B33.
Fold.
Or I could just wait, probably more favorable, wait, turn probe.
Fold.
So that's
Fold.
an option as well. Turn probe or
Fold.
turn check
Call.
raise is a possibility as well.
Check.
So next time I may do one of those options and or just take it down the river
Bet.
like I did.
Call.
Low board, they didn't get out of control, but
Bet.
made that call with the king.
Fold.
Probably wasn't a bad call. Um, especially against a lot of people, right?
Fold. Fold. Fold.
Because they might have actually, we've got a
Fold.
few hands together. Not only 56, so enough to get maybe a
Fold.
little bit of a semblance, but not tons.
Raise.
What I'm up
Raise.
to.
Called.
I think what I'm going to have to do at some point in time
Call.
in the very
Check.
near future is go find my sweetheart and watch our series, which is
Check.
good, but I'm not riveted like some other
Check.
series, but she's really liking it, called The Sinner.
check,
just back to, well, I'm just watching season one, which is, I think we just finished episode 4. It's good. Good. Decent acting
raise,
and so on.
fold, called,
But story is
called,
just, it's starting to meld together, but there's been a lot of angles, a lot of stuff going on,
check,
which is not the worst. A whole bunch of character development, which is kind of cool. Bill
check,
Pullman's a phenomenal actor.
check,
He plays his part to a T.
check,
Jessica Biel's pretty darn good too. I mean, this is
bet,
probably the best performances
fold,
that she's ever had. Um, and then a lot of the
fold,
supporting cast is really good. So yeah, good acting, pretty decent
fold,
stuff going on.
raise,
Am I riveted?
fold,
Not
fold,
necessarily, but intrigued,
fold,
intrigued by what the hell's going on.
fold, raise, fold, fold, fold,
That West, what phrase the hijack with, I don't know,
fold,
these 3
raise, fold,
suited. What do we got here? Okay, this would be just a pure call on a raise.
fold,
I believe I can fly. Why is this? I know the streams are good.
fold,
Why is my restream
fold,
keep freezing? It's
fold,
probably the internet connection because
raise, fold,
this computer is a 32.
fold,
And
fold,
32 gigs of RAM is
fold,
pretty good. Should be able to process all this stuff at the same time. There's a GG Poker stream, but then it
raise,
is restreaming and then it's restreaming out to,
raise,
two,
fold,
so YouTube and Twitch.
call, bet,
So playing that
call,
and then got the OBS on
check,
at the same time.
check,
So yeah,
check,
there's a decent amount of processing going on.
bet,
But a 32 should be able
fold,
to handle that with ease. So maybe a little bit of latency on that internet connection. So everything's going
fold,
through, but it's not necessarily
fold,
going through for me
raise,
on this end, maybe because of the internet connection.
fold, call, check,
Low board, I think 10-9 can bet at a pretty high frequency. It is going to
bet,
bet right now.
raise,
So a raise, such a small, but let's
call,
just call that and see what happens.
bet,
That's a big bet. That is a big
fold,
bet. Just gonna let go of that.
raise,
So it's okay to be
fold,
sticky sometimes, but I mean, a paired
fold,
draw is not the worst. I mean, 10-9, paired draw is not the
call,
worst. There is some
check,
additional equity that I do pick up
bet,
as far as those red cards. Where was I there? Was I
raise,
on the, I was just on the
call,
button, right?
bet,
No, I am on the cutoff. With ace
call,
10.
bet, call,
We're raising that. I'm not really raising anyone with ace 10.
fold,
Okay, Vegetarianenko. Lovely.
Call.
Seen this dude before. Might not be a dude.
Bet. Call.
15. It's only 21
Raise.
hands. It's nothing.
Call.
You need thousands and thousands of hands to get a really, really good sample.
Fold. Check. Bet. Fold. Raise.
Queen 8.
Fold. Call. Check.
Anybody who tuned in is probably
Bet.
like, oh, I'm going to see the slobbering drunk. Yeah, I'm not a big drinker, really. At this point,
Call.
I mean, last
Check.
night was like,
Bet.
wasn't that a party? We actually played, wasn't that a party? A whole bunch of these
Fold.
East Coast songs. It's amazing. Lots of fun. I think everyone loved music. For whatever reason, we've got some people up dancing, but we didn't get
Raise.
everyone up dancing. It would have been nice. This guy going
Raise.
4.
Fold.
That's interesting. And he raises.
Fold. Call.
What are you calling with? You're calling pocket pairs. You're calling with
Bet.
ace 10.
Call.
Calling with ace queen. Calling with queen jack suited.
Bet. Call.
Interesting here. Interesting. What happens here? I mean, you're down to your last 43. There's really not a hell of a
All
lot
in.
of. I mean,
Call.
you gonna pull that? Yep. I don't think you lose to his queen jack, so effectively. I mean, you lose to a
Fold.
set, but
Fold.
I had a jack in my hand. I mean, there's no set of threes out there, so I mean, you lose to tens. Tens calls. But you don't lose to too much there.
Fold.
And
Fold.
you're on your last bullet, so why not?
Fold.
Why didn't you go 4
Fold.
with king queen
Fold.
off? It's up in the range.
Call.
Probably just
Fold.
generally going with 2.5s.
Check.
Okay. Okay. Lots of fun poker, just stuff going on here. Poker
Fold.
dynamics, let's call it.
Fold. Fold. Fold.
I've got all these Rolling Stones big relief going on in my head right now.
Fold.
It's actually a pretty good
Raise.
song. I mean, they're in their 80s. Who in their 80s comes up with new music?
Fold.
Just,
Raise.
wow.
Raise.
Think about that. Who in their 80s comes up with
Call.
new music?
Check. Bet. Raise. Fold.
Flush wrong. Or just nothing.
Fold.
This is a fun raise, right?
Raise. Fold.
But it'd be kind of dumb.
Fold. 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 Raise. Call.
No. Just try not to get myself caught in situations where the odds are stacked
Check.
against me.
Bet.
I know everyone's trying to do that, but some people push the envelope and do get themselves caught.
Fold. Fold. Fold.
There's some players that do
Raise.
tricky plays,
Call.
and then they try and do the same tricky play every single time.
Call.
And you're just like, okay, that tricky play that worked
Check.
once, but
Bet.
not going to work 50 times, right?
Raise. Fold.
It still might
Call.
be a tricky
Check.
play that is
Bet.
very profitable for them.
All in.
But again, if you can suss it out, I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? That was so quick. So quick. I mean, what do you have as a main hand right there? I mean, ace something?
Raise.
Pure tough kicker?
Fold.
What was the pre? Raise. So it's just a raise call. Button. Small blind called. Bet, raise, call. Bet, raise, fold.
Fold.
Hmm.
Fold.
Okay. Okay.
Fold. Raise. Call.
It's a strange raise. I want to see these cards just to see what they raise with.
Check.
Big blind.
Bet. Raise. Raise.
Hmm. Let's go all in. Let's
Fold.
do it. Bluff raise, huh? Hmm.
Fold. Fold. Raise. Fold.
All right. I'll probably end up coming back here.
Raise.
Been a lot of really cool poker action here, but I'm gonna close down the
Call.
table and close down my table. Anyways, stop the stream, and I will be back. Maybe even later on this evening. We'll have to figure it out. But anyway.